this episode, we'll learn habits for miracles and how to be action-oriented from a dynamic leader and author who has dedicated his life to building mindsets that achieve excellence. Welcome to the show, Rahul. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you for asking, Toby. I'm glad to be here. It's a sunny afternoon in Washington, D.C.
Yes, and I'm so delighted to be connecting with you virtually all the way from Germany. From the beauty of technology, right? To be able to sit down virtually and have soulful conversations, even though we're in different parts of the world, different time zones, 6 hours difference, and we're able to make this happen. Yes, I'm looking forward to, just learning so much from you, so much about how I could change my habits, so much on how I could become even much more action-oriented. While preparing for this conversation, I was going through your website and I found out something that I would want us to start out with. I noted it right here. You wrote, one of the greatest weapons we have in life is our mind. From the way we respond to the way that we feel, our thoughts can literally make or break us. So I'll just love us to dive into that first of all. Can you walk us through this? How can our thoughts make or break us?
Sure. So, mind is the natural gift that God has given to all of us. And whatever action that we take is the result of the thoughts, the mindset of ours. If we have positive thoughts, positive mindset, our energy will go in the positive action. If our mind is filled with all the negativity around, we will end up in taking action which may not be fruitful for us. So we have that power in us. We have that choice in us to choose the right and wrong, to choose things good or bad. So that is what I call, that is the biggest weapon that we have. And we don't have to do much. It's just all about thinking positive.
Yes. And I know that you're not a stranger to this, about thinking positively and, changing your mindset, changing your thoughts towards, having that positive move in life, positive drive in life. So I would love us to learn a little bit from your own personal life journey and story so far. How were you able to change your thoughts, change your mind to become who you are today?
So one thing I would say is every one of us cannot remain positive 24/7, 365. The world around us throw us so much of negativity, whether it's a news, whether it's a blog. In 24 hours time frame, our mind get close to 80,000 to 90,000 thoughts. The unfortunate part is 90% of them are negative. So at once upon a time, there was few things that was going in my life. I was a chain smoker. I used to smoke for almost 11 years. And it was hurting my health. It was impacting my health. And I wanted to do something that will make it better. I tried many things, many ways to let this habit go. It was not easy. Every time this habit was calling me, all right, come, have it with me, man. Come, we are having a drinks, have a fag. We are just had an awesome dinner, have a fag. And I tried to resist, but it was not helping. One fine day, I had a mind talk with myself, find out the why behind this new habit that I want to inculcate, which is free of from the smoking. Once my why became clear, it gave me the energy to move forward. And the next thing I did is, I believe in faith. I went to a temple and I just requested for the courage and the energy that will allow me to. Of 2011 is when I smoked my last cigarette. And this power of not giving up, this power of having a positivity in my own self, helped me doing this, helped me let go the habit of smoking. So I believe that if it can happen to me, it can happen to others. It's just all about having a lot of positivity around you. And I will not forget this, the support system. The people that who are with you, how much supporting they are. And in my world, my spouse was a big supporter. She was the one who motivated me to let this bad habit go. And I'm fortunate that I am able to let it go.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy that you let it go and you didn't go back to it anymore. But did you experience like kind of, temptations during the last years, I mean, after you dropped it? Were there like some times when you felt tempted to smoke again, and how were you able to deal with that?
Never ever. And people might say that, okay, I'm faking up, but I'm very honest. Never ever. In fact, now I do not like the smoke if someone else is smoking.
Mm.
And it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just I have already manifested it in my mind that no matter what, come what may, even someone is paying me $1 million, probably I might not do it. It's the choice that I have. So we need to be strong and we need to make a choice. Once we make a choice, once our mindset is right, Almighty will support you. Everyone will support you. It's just, first of all, you have to support yourself. You cannot blame anyone if something is not happening right with you. Most of the people, Toby, I have seen in the corporate world, we go into that self pity mode. Hey, my manager is not helping me. Hey, this colleague is not helping me. Or the company is doing all the things which is not in my favor. We all try to focus on things which are beyond our control. For once, if we can start focusing on things that are in our control, which is in our own mind, our own heart, then the result would be very, very different in a positive direction. So that is what I would say. Think from within. You are the only one who is between you and your success, no one else.
Yes. Start with what is within your control. Start with yourself first. Yeah, I love that. I'm going on with that from this conversation. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
What you said, it made me reflect back on. I read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, a while back, and he talked about, how you could let go of habits. And you made mention of that already, like, having that community around you. And he made mention of four things, like, to let go of habits, and also same way to build up habits. He said, to let go of habits, you have to make it unobvious, for example, make it unsatisfying, make it unattractive, and make it not easy to get. And for you, in your case, you are changing your environment and having your wife as a solid support for you, made that habit for you like unattractive or uneasy, basically, because your wife will not, will not allow you
Mhm.
to smoke again. You become very
Absolutely.
accountable to her. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, since you're bringing this accountability part, we need to have an accountability partner, someone who can hold us accountable when we are not doing right thing. And that's where the support system, your inner circle, who are the people in your inner circle? You need to review them because they are the ones who will move you forward. If you have people in your inner circle who is taking away all the positivity from you and in turn giving negativity, you need to really rethink on the people that you're surrounded.
Yes. Yeah. And when you were giving your answer earlier, you made mention of mind talk. And
Mhm.
I would just love you to educate me on mind talk. What is mind talk, and how can we use it to positively shift our mindsets?
So, mind talk, Toby, is talking positively to our own self. And I practice minimum 2 times in a day. One, going to sleep. So, when you sleep and you talk positively to your mind, it remains subconsciously in your mind throughout the night. So, what I mean by positive talk, let's say if I need to accomplish tomorrow, finishing up a chapter of my next book or finishing up some creating ads for my book promotion. And it has been happening that right now I'm in the stage that the book is written, it is getting published. The next bigger thing is the promotion, which I'm learning out new. I was not knowing all these nuances and it is taking a lot of toll. So I do. Rahul will complete minimum 2 ads in the rest of the day, in the day tomorrow, which is a Thursday or a Friday. And I will talk about 2 to 3 action that I will take that will move me closer to that goal. And when I'm talking to me positively in the night, it remains in my subconscious mind. First thing I get up in the morning, I repeat that again. So it is in subconsciously, then it is focusing me to take that action. So when we talk positively to our own self, it converts into positive thoughts, positive mindset, in turn allow us to take positive action. And all these things will eventually give you a positive and a happier life, which I call in my book, Toby, a circle of happiness.
Mm.
Positive mind talk, positive mindset, positive thoughts, positive action, and positive and happy life. Circle of happiness.
Yes. And how can we stay in this circle of happiness? Like you said earlier, life happens and we experience different turbulences in life, and we want to, every day in our life, stay in that circle, having that positive mindset, positive talk all the time. But then when life shakes you, sometimes you could jump out of the cycle. So how do you stay in the circle? And if you jumped out, how can you get back into that circle?
Yeah, yeah. And as I said earlier, there will be situations which will shake you up. There will be times where things will not go your way. And that is the time you need to focus on being calm. And this is one of the habits of miracles. Calmness. Be calm to yourself. Very seldomly getting panic will help you in the situation. Take a deep breath, give your time to yourself, listen to yourself, go into the mode of silence and take it easy. Think about a situation that how you have handled that particular event in the past. Give yourself that boost that, okay, you have handled this in the past. So again, you will be able to manage it. It's just matter of time. So being calm to ourselves would be very, very helpful when life throws us those different, arms and ammunition that makes us, that basically disturb our life, disturb our mindset.
Yes. Oh, great. That's good. Thanks so much for sharing that. Yeah. Uh, so I would love us to talk a little bit about your latest release, Habits for Miracle. And because I am kind of like, I just read James Clear's book a while back, and I'm so happy that you also wrote a book about habits, and you took you took a wonderful perspective to it, because you highlighted some things that we could do to get those habits that we could use to get the life that we desire for ourselves. And in your book, Habits for Miracles, you teach us, the habit and that those habits that could, perform miracles in our lives also. And
Mhm.
miracle, I love the way you broke down. You use miracle as an acronym for
Correct.
different things. Yes. So can you walk us through these acronyms, and how we could use them to improve our lives?
Sure, sure. So the miracle, as you mentioned, is an acronym. So M stands for mind talk, positively talking to yourself, giving yourself the self confidence, and getting closer to the action that you want to take. Talk about the action that you want to take. Don't just talk bluff things that, okay, you want to do this, you want to be a rock star. No, talk on a very time to time things that tomorrow you want to write a chapter, tomorrow you want to take your kids to a class, or tomorrow you want to take your wife for a dinner date. So whatever that thing is needs to be done, and talk to your mind on a positive way. I stands for ideation. I believe in the power of idea, power of wild ideas, and we get many thoughts. So focus on journaling. In journaling, your ideas will help you in getting great ideas. The R stands for reading. Leaders are readers. So if you want to enrich your knowledge, get yourself into habit of reading. The A stands for analyzation. Analyzing our own self, knowing about our own strengths, areas of weakness, allow us to take better decisions. Then the C stands for calmness. As I said earlier, panicking does not help always. Focus on being calm, being true to yourself, practice mindfulness. It will help you in leading a happier and a healthier life. The L stands for listening. And here I'm taking a little different aspect around listening. It is about listening to self. Yes, you need to be a good listener, but here I'm talking about listening to yourself. You will be able to answer a lot of questions when you listen to yourself. The E stands for exercise. Doing 5 to 7 minutes of physical activity on a daily basis will help you to stay calm, composed, and healthier. And the S, Toby, stands for silence. Practice silence in your life. It's not always about talking, talking, talking. Think before you respond to someone else, and practice silence. So these are the 8 habits that I have narrated in my book. All these habits also comes with the call to actions. And the call to action is something that readers can take while reading the book. They don't have to complete the book. As and when they are reading, they can do those call to action so that it get executed in their life right at the moment they are reading.
Yes. Thank you so much for, giving this gift to the world, helping the world to know, yes, there's a way you could get the life that you want to get by just changing your habits, by being silent, by listening, by cultivating this habit that you need to get that life that you need to fulfill your purpose in life. And
Right.
people are asking themselves out there. So, but before I ask the next question, sorry, to get this book, you can go to Rahul's website. There are details to where you can get the book. It's available on Amazon for sure and other platforms. Just click on the link in the show notes of this episode or copy the link and just visit the website and then find details about the book and how to get the book also. That would be good. For people out there who are asking, yes, you've listed all of these things that we could do to get that miracle in our lives. But how can I then successfully and consistently create these positive habits in order to achieve my own miracles?
One thing I want to tell Toby is, yes, these are all positive things, but this positive thing give positivity to you if you are in a positive environment. You can get miraculous result if you are putting the right action. And for me, it is not that all the time I have been successful. I have also got my own set of failures. And I have taken those failures as my learning. I call fail as a first attempt in learning. And one thing that has helped me is when things are not working right, with all the things I'm doing, I always call upon someone in my inner circle, that it could be a coach, it could be a friend with whom I can have a discussion. And I have found that being very, very fruitful. Sometimes just talking it out, talking it to someone else who can give you guidance would be very, very beneficial. So talk it out to people and focus with that mindset of getting positivity, getting those miraculous result. It is important. First, it has to happen in your mind. You need to believe it. If you do not believe, no one else will believe. So you need to believe that you can get these miracles in your life. Believe in yourself and things will happen to you.
Yes. Believe it in your mind, and then things will happen for you. Then get those people around you that will help you to achieve that what you want to achieve in life, basically. Community support, accountability partners. Yeah, things that you need.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, we talked about this earlier, that we have obstacles on our path, for example, or life happens basically. Can you walk us through or, enlighten us on some obstacles that we could watch out for that could prevent us from, creating this habit successfully? And how can we then let go of these obstacles so that we could surely have a miraculous life?
Sure. So the first thing I would talk about is know your why. That why you want to make few things work in your favor. Once you know your why, whatever obstacles that are coming your way will be taken as an opportunity. Then it will not be an obstacle, it will be an opportunity. Second, you need to know yourself. That's where you need to do your analysis, know yourself, know your strength, know your areas of improvement, know what you can do, what you cannot do in the circumstances that you are in. So know your why, know yourself, know the mindset. Many a times we start working with a lot of negative mindset in us. So whenever any obstacle is coming or anything which is coming, we always think negatively. And it is not because of you as a person. Our brain, our mind is working in the same manner that the first thing they know is negativity. Because your brain has been learning you since last so many years that you are in this earth. So they know you. So they know you that, okay, this thing comes, it's going to be negative. So they want to give you things that you are liking, which is something negative. So your mind is thinking about negative.
Yeah.
So you have to take some conscious effort in making things happen. If you think that just by reading this book, just by doing something, things will happen, no. The answer is no. This book is not a magic wand. This book is not a silver bullet that will make things happen. It is you who will make things happen. You have to take action, and you will take action when your mind is right, when your mind is positive. You talk to people around you who are positive. All the obstacles, hurdles will turn into opportunities, and you will find endless opportunities to move forward.
Yeah. Wow. So what I'm learning right now is that for me to get my mind right, for me to be successful in life, I have to get my mind right. Then for me to get my mind right, I have to, apart from, having those books that I've read, for example, I have to have people around me that have right-minded, basically, that could help me to get my mind right and help me with information I'm processing in my mind. And also stay in that place of silence, like you said earlier, too, and listen to myself and know who I truly am. And that way I'll be able to get my mind right properly to do what I'm supposed to do to fulfill my purpose in life.
Correct. Correct.
Great. Awesome. So I've learned that already. Thank you so much for that.
Thank
Great.
you. Thank you, Toby. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. So, to do this, one has to, I believe, consistently act on this because I cannot be in a state yesterday and then tomorrow automatically transform my life already and then become 100% focused and 100% right-minded and, ambitious and all of that. If yesterday I was, for example, if someone was yesterday a chain smoker, I don't believe the person can overnight just turn to non-smoker. It takes a gradual step, I believe. Yeah. And this is what is inspiring my next question because, in your previous book about being action oriented, you talked about that consistency, about discovering the power within us to achieve success and to live a life of balance and happiness also. And the keyword consistency is what drew me to that book actually. So I'd just love you to talk about this briefly, how we could be action oriented so that we could move from that bad state that we were or unwanted state to that wanted state of balance and happiness and truly living our dreams.
Yeah. So, in my experience, I have seen, Toby, most of the people, when they are taking action, they are expecting immediate result. And as you rightly said, things will not happen overnight. So, we need to prepare our mind to take small action and take it on a consistent basis. You don't have to run a marathon to become a runner. Walk a mile, start with walking, then jogging, and then eventually move into running. When we were born, we did not started running as soon as we came out from mother's womb. We started with crawling, and then we started walking and then run. So for us to take consistent action, we need to reward ourselves whenever we see anything positive happening. We sometimes we become very hard on our own self and we just focus on those end results, the big result. But if you are taking action and if that action has resulted into some positive outcome, reward yourself. Give a pat on the back. That is number one. Number two, I would say, Toby, is have an accountability partner who is making you accountable to take that action on a regular basis, daily basis, I would say. Number three, do a follow up, follow through that, okay, 1 week happened, how your week was, what all worked for you, what all did not work for you, what change you want to bring in your next week's schedule so that you are inching closer to your outcome. And before you start all those things, you need to have a visualization of the end state, the future state. What will be your life when you are able to have that positive outcome? Who will be the people around you? What will be the people saying? What will you be saying about yourself when you are able to inculcate those things positively? So focus on these aspects. Number one, visualize yourself to be take consistent action, reward yourself, make people who can make you accountable. Work with people who can make you accountable, and don't wait for the larger, bigger result to come. Even if the smaller win is coming, celebrate those wins, celebrate those opportunities with your family, with friends, with yourself, and you will see a different feeling altogether in your mind.
Yes, I love that. Celebrate those wins, big ones, small ones. Celebrate them nevertheless. Like, yeah, you did it. You deserve to celebrate it.
Correct, correct. And I have learned it hard. I was not the one. I was a perfectionist one, Toby. So this is for all my perfectionist friends. I used to think that being perfectionist is amazing. Unfortunately, I learned it is not. We are being too harsh to ourselves. We are being too harsh to our people. So get away with that perfection, but make progress. Make progress consistently. Don't just aim for perfection, because I think perfection is more like a purple squirrel. There is no such thing called perfection, because perfection for me may not be perfection for you, may not be perfection for someone else. It's a myth about the perfection. And we should let it go. We should just focus on making progress. That is what I have learned. And I have let go this habit of perfection. Not that I'm not keeping myself accountable. I am, but I'm taking it easy. It's not that things will just go haywire if things does not happen. Earlier, it used to be the situation, Toby. I used to be a short-tempered person, and I have consciously worked on of let. And this is all about the mindset. This is all about the people in my inner circle who has motivated me, guided me, given me the right feedback to be the person who I am.
Yes, we need those right people around us, right? Those people that give us positive feedback. And I love what you talked about earlier, also being accountable, not just on a weekly basis, monthly basis, but even daily basis. If you have a partner or a loved one, a friend that, can hold you accountable, responsible for your actions, that would be great. That's awesome.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
I've learned so much from you from this conversation about, shifting our mindsets, and, that mind talk for me is something I'm going on with. I'm going to, go and, speak positive things to my life and be accountable at least for every action I take also. That's something I've learned. For people out there who would love to still ask you more questions, get across to you, maybe work with you and maybe contact you for one thing or the other, what's the best way to do that?
The best way would be to logging on my website, www.habits4miracles. It has all my social media handles. It has a way to connect with me. I would say the biggest gift, if any listeners or readers can give to me, is share the success stories to your people, to the friends, to the world that you love. That would be the biggest happiness. That would be the biggest gift that I can get from anyone.
Yes. Please share to the world. Get the book, visit the website. The link one more time is in the show notes of this episode. Just copy the link, click on the link, and get the book, share the story with the world, and become a blessing to yourself, first of all, and to the world at large. Thank you so much, Rahul, for this wonderful conversation one more time. I really appreciate this. It was great.
Thank you, Toby, for having me. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you very much.